165-pound wide receiver, Max Bummer. Number 8, a 6-foot wide receiver, a senior, Harrison Benedict. Number 14, a 5'9", 150-pound junior, wide receiver, Joe Carney. Number 24, a 5'9", 190-pound running back, a junior, Aiden Aldana. Number 33, offensive lineman, 6', 200-pound senior, Drew Walton. Number 64, a 6'1", 205-pound lineman, a senior, Braden Chipman. And number 68, a 5'10", 285-pound lineman, a senior, Cameron Monahan. Your officials tonight are referee Damon Howard, umpire Arthur Daniels, linesman Zach Lutz, line judge Kenneth Dickey, and back judge Montrez Howard.
Rushing, he's deadly too. 39 carries, 652 yards, 15 total. Myers on the quarterback keeper, and nothing doing at all. He'll have no gain on the play. Brings up second down. Theoretically, they got a track that runs around this football field. We are behind that, plus up behind the bleachers. So we are actually our
Schneider on the carry. No gain on the play will bring up second down and 10.
Second down and 10 now for Dundy County Stratton. We'll have some score updates to pass along here for you throughout the broadcast. I have some more games just kicking things off. Of course, Cross County, Cambridge over on True Country 102-1, 6 o'clock start. And Diaz with a good run there.
Diaz on the carry, brought down by Carney and Miller.
Check that, third down and 4. So, like I was mentioning, Cross County, Cambridge, True Country 102-1 later on, 6 o'clock.
Bring up third down and 4.
And coming up at 5:30, 93.9 The Zone, it's McCook at Plattsmouth, and their opening round of the Class B State High School football playoffs. Meanwhile, Medicine Valley is going to be kicking things off there with Central Valley. They should be just underway, and they are. Here's third down and about 3. Direct snap. Myers trying to get to the far side, reaching for the sticks. It'll be close if he got a first down, unless he
ball carried by Myers.
Like he stepped out of bounds. This will bring up a fourth down and about 2.
Yeah, it's pretty close down there, Seth. They label it 4th down and 1 on the scoreboard. Great effort
Bring
by
up fourth
Myers
down
on the
and
outside.
1.
Just got cut off, and great job by Lourdes Central Catholic moving the guys towards Myers instead of just
timeout called by the Tigers.
Timeout here on the field.
Timeout by Dundy County Stratton. We'll see if they go for it. I would kind of like to see the Tigers go for it. Try to just get a little bit of momentum built on their side. Timeout on the field. 6:47 to go. Opening quarter 0-0. Back after this in Pioneer Country. 30.
It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Tigers from their own 15-yard line.
That's where McCook is at. We're in Nebraska City. We dropped off the Matt Williams crew in Plattsmouth earlier today. Here's 4th down. DCS going to go for it. So about 4th and 1. They'll hand it off. Servando Diaz. He's got the first down. Throws out a stiff arm and then tripped up. But he'll be tripped up
by
at
Diaz.
24-yard line. And again, if DCS doesn't just get that,
brought down by Carney.
Just at the very
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
He is off to the races.
Yeah, and that's what tough is. That's what is for the county teams are, that they're so close, breaking the thing open and getting up 7-0. But instead, they've kind of had to pull back a little bit and reset their jets anytime that happens.
6:25 to go. First quarter still scoreless. Second possession here for DCS. One wide receiver to the near, one to the far. Shotgun. Nice snap. Fumble on the play. Picked up, though, right into Quade Meyer's hands. He's out. Running with the football. Stays on his feet. Got his balance back and picks up a first down.
Ball carried by Myers.
Boy, taking a broken play and then
knocked out by Walton and Funk.
And you can tell this Dundy County Stratton team just a little bit nervous. I think Quade Myers just got to settle down his offensive line, tell him, hey, just give me the blocks, snap me the football, and me and Servando will take care of this thing in the backfield. You guys just get us those blocks, and we'll reward you with some touchdowns.
I tell you one thing, if this isn't turf field, I don't think that football bounces right back up towards the hands of Quade Myers. Might have caught a break there. First down and 10. They'll hand things off. Coming to the near side. Here's going to be Corbin Horner. And he's going to be right down in trouble big time. As who else comes flowing in big time? Blake Miller puts this
ball carried by Horner, brought down by Miller.
This will bring up second down and 10.
No gain on the play will bring up second down and 10.
Yard line for Dundy County Stratton.
Yeah, really, if you take a look, Blake Miller has been pretty much involved in every single tackle so far, and he's really a main reason why Servando Diaz or Quade Myers hasn't really been able to break it open, and a no gain there. So this is going to be huge for Dundy County Stratton. Second down and 10. We'll see if they can get it on the night side of the football field. They haven't so far. They stalled out here on a fumble earlier.
Approaching 5.5 minutes here in the first quarter, scoreless. Direct snap. Myers puts on a juke move. And he'll get to bounce 2 on the play. Brings it down. 3rd down and 8.
Ball carried by Myers.
Yeah, so far, I mean, both teams.
Gain of 1 on the play will bring up 3rd down and 9.
We're going up against a tough offense. And so far, Seth, you don't want to count your chickens before they lay their eggs, but both defenses have been able to pulled up. I mean, Dundy County Stratton get a 4-down stop down there, stopping them 3 times and putting them back in their place. And now Lourdes Central Catholic coming up here big on a 3rd and 8.
Shotgun mode, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Myers with Diaz in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Diaz right up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle, lowers his shoulder. First down and more. He's across the midfield marker. Out of bounds.
Ball carried by Diaz, knocked out by Miller.
The Tigers have the football inside 9 territory for the first time here this evening. And by the way, DCS for Servando Diaz well surpassed the 1,000-yard rushing mark this year. He picked that up with 1,270 yards on the season, coming into today's game on 127 carries, averaging 10 yards a pop and 25 touchdowns. Shotgun mode here for Quade Myers, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Diaz in the backfield. They'll stop the play. They'll look over to the sideline for a new play. They'll audible things out. 4:50 to go. Opening quarter, 0-0 score. DCS inside Lourdes Central Catholic territory for the first time. Hands things off. Diaz in the backfield, lowering his shoulder again, climbing over
Ball
2
carried by
defenders.
Diaz,
And he'll have himself
brought
a
down by
gain
Miller and
of
Carney.
play as the football now sitting at the 20-yard line of the Knights.
Yeah, Diaz so far 8 carries. That's going to put him over the 50-yard mark, and we're not even through the first quarter here, Seth.
Third quarter, by the way, Lutheran High Northeast leading Weeping Water 24-20.
Bring up 2nd down and 2.
Excuse me, it was Lutheran High Northeast well in control in that contest earlier on. Things have gotten a little bit closer. 2nd down and about 2 from the 20-yard line. Hands it off. Servando Diaz throwing out a stiff arm, and he'll have
Diaz on the carry, brought down by
football now going to be spotted at
Carney and Miller.
at the 14-yard line of Lourdes Central Catholic.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Knights' 14-yard line.
And as far as the offense goes, Sam, 468 points have been scored for DCS in just 8 games. You're talking blowout after blowout after blowout all season long.
Yeah, and that's averaging right around 60 points a game, which is unreal. I mean, it's not so unreal here in Class D1, but it's just unreal to think about.
Myers lets one fly into the end zone. It's going to be caught complete. Touchdown, Lincoln Waters. DCS scores. First play inside the 20-yard line, and it's 6-0 Tigers up with 3:45 to go.
That's complete to Snyder, scoring for the Tigers.
Mix it up a little bit. Hadn't seen a pass yet, as we got a player down on the far sideline there for Lourdes Central Catholic. Hope everything's okay down there near the pylon. But boy, what a play call there by Mike Spargo and his offensive coordinators for DCS, throwing it up top and just leaving it up to Lincoln Waters to essentially go out there and catch it. Great back shoulder throw from Quade Myers, and I'll say it again. Quade Myers, one of the best quarterbacks I think in D1 football this year, just because he can throw it when he needs to. You know, a lot of these teams that run the football a lot, their quarterback has a tough time throwing it when they need to. But him and even Blake Miller on the other side, they can throw it when they need to and make completions, and that's what you really need in D1 football.
Tigers are the team that strikes first here in this one. They'll line up. They'll go for 2, as it looks like the injured Knights coming off the field. Bo Lee walking on his own power. They'll hand it off to Horner. Horner looking to throw back at the end zone, and he overshot Lincoln Waters.
2-point conversion failed. Your score with 3:45 left to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers 6, Knights 0.
Lourdes Central Catholic, nothing. Step aside, take a break. Back after this, finding the country. 30. Everything okay, sound okay? Any turn?
Waters
Quade
set the
Myers
kick
there
for
with
the
the highlights
Tigers.
to start out our first quarter of play, up 6-0. Quade getting his 16th touchdown through the air so far this year. He's 1 for 1 today with 14 yards and a touchdown. Great catch from Lincoln Waters, falling into the back of the end zone. The kick, and it's going to roll in the
Kicking
back.
through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Knights from their own 15-yard line.
Stratton, Quade Myers to Lincoln Waters. 14-yard touchdown pass. ACS in control in this one. They lead it.
Yeah, boy, Seth, we've seen Dundy County Stratton. Both of their drives have really done a great job. They took over the football that time all the way back at their own 60-yard line and were able to drive it all the way down and really punch Lourdes Central Catholic in the mouth. And now we'll see if Lourdes Central Catholic can come back out and do something in another
Good ball.
offsides penalty.
Penalty before the snap, offsides against the Tigers.
Twice now, Seth, that TCS has jumped offsides after the fumble they did, and they do it again.
3:45 to play, first quarter, 6-0. BCS on top, Lourdes Central Catholic, second possession for the Knights. They'll go shotgun, two wide receivers to the far. They'll send a man in motion. Miller fakes the give. Miller will keep it. Miller, nothing doing, and he's going to be snapped.
Ball carried by Miller.
Kretzinger, Delta Haynes.
Gain of 1 will bring up second down and 4.
BCS, and this will bring up a second down and about 4 on the play. Football just ahead of the 20-yard line from 21.
Yeah, that's the first positive rushing yard that Lourdes Central Catholic has had today. They had 3 rushes for 0 yards. That's not what you want to see as a head coach.
Again, shotgun here for Miller. 2 wide receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Football right at the 21-yard line. Back to pass is Miller. Miller stepping up in the pocket, looking to scramble. Miller gets free with a big
Ball carried by Miller.
right there by Corbin Horner, but it's enough though to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great job by
5 on the play will be first and 10 for the Knights from their own 25-yard line.
Game there, but that's going to move the sticks. Big first down.
2:50 to go, first quarter, 6-0. Dundy County Stratton on top. Here's a first down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Back to pass is Miller, rolling to the near side. Miller is going to throw that one out of
Pass is incomplete. Will bring up second down and 10.
Went out injured earlier in this pass. Check that. That's actually number 8. That's Harrison Benedict. Miller still on the sidelines for Lourdes Central Catholic. Second down and 10 now here for the Knights. 2 wide receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Shotgun mode again here for Miller. Trying to get the hard count is Miller. Now he'll stop and look over to the sideline. Gets the new play. Now ready to go. Here's the snap. Back to pass again. Miller across the field. Pass is going to be wide open.
Pass complete to Benedict, scoring for the Knights.
Boy, what a play right there. Just a nice little crossing pattern over the middle of the field, got open, and then he was able to turn up, break a couple of tackles, and get to the end zone. And Lourdes Central Catholic says, Dundy County, you can score, but we can score also, and they punch him right back in the mouth.
We'll see if they can get the 2-point conversion here. As they'll line up in shotgun mode. I thought we'd see a big, huge running attack and just passing every once in a while, but they will throw this football over the Tigers, no doubt about that. Shotgun mode, they'll fake the give, they'll throw again, and it is going to be...
Pass is complete to Benedict for the 2-point conversion. The score with 2:30 left to go in the first quarter of play. Knights 8, Tigers 6. Power set to kick for the Knights.
Like you said, we really thought this was going to be a game where we were going to see some smash mouth football, run the football, a quick game, but they've been doing a good job coming out. Must have saw it on film that Dundy County struggles a little bit with the pass, but I think Coach Mike Spargo is going to tell us guys, hey, we need to fix this, and it starts right
Kick
now.
will be down. It'll be first and 10 for the Tigers from their own 25-yard line.
25-yard line. But this is going to be a huge set. They got to come down. They got to score down by 2 because they didn't get that 2-point conversion, and that's going to be huge down the stretch. So you can look and see that if they end up losing by 2, man, that'll be tough.
Pass from Blake Miller, 24 for 40 for 452, through the air. 6 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Make that now 7 touchdowns for Lourdes Central Catholic. So they like this.
Ball carried by Diaz, brought down by Beckett and Miller.
But you haven't seen a whole lot of the passing game all season to DCS.
Yeah, Blake Miller so far 5 of 6 for 82 yards.
Second down here for Dundy County Stratton. They'll go shotgun mode. They'll hand it off. Servando Diaz throwing out a step. Oh, he's like, bounces off. Nice stepping down the sideline. Secondary look out. He's going to go 20-yard line, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Servando Diaz.
Man, oh man, what a
Ball carried by Diaz, scoring for the Tigers.
He gets into the touchdown, breaks off 2 or 3 tacklers, stiffs arms one. I mean, he is just a strong individual and one that should be considered for Player of the Year, Seth. I mean, that was 2 huge key missed tackles for Lourdes Central Catholic, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. And we got ourselves a shootout on our hands here to end out our first quarter.
Line up to go for that 2-point conversion, which they could really use here since Lourdes Central Catholic got their 2-point conversion. It's 12-8, DCS on top. Shotgun mode here for Quade Myers. Corner lines up to the near side. They'll hand it off. Here's Servando Diaz looking to go up the middle, bounces it out. And
2-point conversion fails. Your score with 1:50 left to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers 12, Knights 8.
12-8. We'll step aside, take a break. Back after this. Some time to country.
51.
Big run there by Servando Diaz, 51-yard touchdown run. Puts the Tigers now up 12-8, but still missing that 2-point conversion.
Waters set to kick for the Tigers.
Real much in need.
Miller and Carney back deep for the Knights.
Waters to kick things off. Carney back to return. Little slow whip kick. Picked up, though, at the 10-yard line. Going to the far side is Carney, and
Carney on the return. First down and 10 for the Knights.
DCS comes up with a football, but they're going to rule him down. Lourdes Central Catholic will have it. First down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like he was down, and then the ball popped out, so a good call by the officials down there on the field. But this is huge for the Dundy County Stratton Tigers defense. I'm sure
First and 10 Knights for their own 23-yard line.
Between the touchdown and the kickoff, he said, hey, we need to step up on defense, and our quarterbacks and safeties, they need to do a huge job here and help us out because we, the front line can't do it all. The safeties and quarterbacks have to step up big too.
Shotgun mode here for the Knights. They'll send Carney into motion. Fumble on the play behind the quarterback. Miller picks it up. Gets to the near side, looking for any running room, lowering his shoulder, but coming up with a
ball carried by Miller.
Will be Corbin Horner, and this will be about a loss of maybe a yard. Brings up second down and 11.
Yeah, I think they're just going to mark it no gain, Seth, as he was able to get forward progress back to it.
Brought down by Horner. No gain on the play will bring up second down and 10.
Each time the quarterback has been able to gain yards or get it back to the original line of scrimmage. So good job by the quarterbacks, but also a tough job there for your front three.
Shotgun mode again for Miller. They'll continue that shotgun mode. He's only went under center about once. Miller pump fakes, looking downfield. Now he's got a man he likes. Pass
complete to Bomber. First and 10 for the Knights from the Tigers 33-yard line.
And the Knights will have it at the Tiger 33-yard line. I don't think I have ever seen a quarterback, especially in D1, throw the ball as well as Blake Miller has. We knew that, Sam, coming into this game.
Yeah, we did. We did know. Seth, I really didn't think we were going to see a whole lot of passing, but so far he's 6 of 7, over 100 yards in this first quarter.
Miller back to pass again. Screen pass set up. Here's Carney complete. And Carney coming to the near side. Tigers all over him. Diaz making a
pass complete to Carney.
About 8 on the play. Brings up now a second down and 2. Yeah, you look at the stats on paper, it looks like run.
Pick up of 8 will bring up second down and 2.
This football no more than twice, if that, even once
Yeah, once or twice, really. I mean, I've got them so far for 6 rushes, so that's not too many. There's a balance, not really a balanced attack there between the run game and the passing game. They're favoring the passing, and like I said, they must have seen something on film, seen a weak spot, and they're attacking it.
3 wide receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Pass is going to be caught. This
Pass complete to Harrison.
No gain, lost the pass.
No gain on the play.
The yard, 3rd down.
Bring up 3rd down for the
A
Knights.
little bubble screen there, Seth, and couldn't. As it was a great job by Miller. Faked it one way, brought it back the other, but just didn't get the blockers in front of him. And that's one thing tough to do all throughout high school is to set up a screen set.
This will
And that'll be the end of your first quarter of play. Tigers 12, Knights 8.
1 quarter in the books. Step back to back after this. And trying to capture. 30.
DCS out gaining Lourdes Central 145 to 118, but they got 113.
Back here at Pioneer Field, Nebraska City, 1 quarter in the books. 12 to 8 our score. DCS with the lead. Sam, your thoughts overall after this first quarter?
I think we're both surprised, Seth, especially at a Lourdes Central Catholic. We thought we were going to see a lot of running, and we probably sound like a broken record right now, but we're both really surprised at what Lourdes Central Catholic has done. They've come out and really, punched Dundy County Stratton in the mouth with their through the air. So far, they've got 118 yards of total offense, 113 of those coming
Start the third quarter, be 3rd down and 8 for the
I
Knights.
don't think you would have believed it.
No doubt about that. Officials now gathering together to try to figure out where this football should be spotted at.
I said it was at the 26 to end it, so it should be more forward, as they had them spotted at about the
Almost mid
38-yard line.
Yep.
Start the second quarter, it'll be
12
4
yards
down and 3 for the Knights. The ball at the
Yeah, you
Tigers
could hear the fans a little bit
26
saying,
yard line.
no, I think we're a little bit more forward.
You hear the coach up in the press box saying, no, he's just radioing down the field and saying, no, there's no way. Now they should be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it should be 3rd and 3 from the 26. I mean, they got it right up on the scoreboard. I don't know if there was a missed spot between the officials here. Now the white hat is coming in, and he's trying to get things figured out as well. All the coaches, and I think even DCS is saying,
I was just gonna say.
we're right here.
Yeah, even Mike Spartan saying, it should be up. This still ain't right.
And we can hear the coaches in the other room. We got it on the iPad. Just show them the iPad. We know where we're at.
Yeah, they got it 3rd down right now, about 3rd down and 7. It should be 3rd and 3. Officials are still trying to figure this out. While they're doing that, we'll talk. Thanks to more of our sponsors to bring you postseason DCS Tiger football. Huge thanks for these fine folks allowing me to be a part of Tiger football and see this run through the playoffs. Big thanks to Hagler Country Cafe, Helena Chemical, HFC Egress, H&A Public Transit, Co-Seed and Agronomy, LG Seeds, Marty Schaefer, along with McCook Farm and Ranch Expo, Mid-Plains Community College, and MNB Met. Now they got it figured out, 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Seth, I think they were having a little bit of trouble with the chain gang. They were trying to figure out where the chain gang was at, where the original line of scrimmage was, and they put, everything was just screwed up down there in the field, but luckily they got it all figured out.
Ready to go for second quarter. Pump fake Miller with the quarterback keeper. Miller's got it.
Ball played by Miller. Right on the play by Diaz.
I mentioned how DCS are putting up a lot of
Gain of
points.
6 on the play. Gain of 5 will bring up 1st down and 10 for the Knights. The ball at the Tigers, 21 yards.
Playoff thing, all of a sudden you may not see the blowouts. You may see tighter, closer games, and I think that's what we could be in store here for this one. As so far as this one's going, just a 1-possession lead here for DCS, up 12 to 8. Miller back to pass, looking screen pass going to be set up and caught. And so with the reception again, Max Bomber, second reception.
Going fast to break the Bomber.
So bring up
Brought down the play by
and
Football.
about 8 yards to go. Football sitting at the 18-yard line now of the Tigers.
Gain of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball in the Tiger, 19 yards.
Update to pass along for you. Beeping Water, 36. Lutheran High Northeast, 32. That game was in hand by Lutheran High Northeast. Quite a few little bit as well. We'll have another score update here for you in just a little bit. We'll see how Medicine Valley's doing. Screen pass going to be set up over the head of
North Stratton
right
pass
now,
with Carney
leading
falls
things in the
incomplete.
first quarter. Medicine Valley 14, Central Valley 8.
Waters in on the coverage
Medicine
for the
Valley,
Tigers.
that's a tough game
They
right
bring
there.
up
Central
third down and
Valley,
8.
of course, if you know anything about Class D2, Humphrey St. Francis, rock solid. Central Valley beat Humphrey St. Francis. Now you got the Raiders leading the Cougars in that one. Let's see if Medicine Valley can keep things rolling there. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, not to mention Humphrey St. Francis, defending state champs. They were unbelievable last year. They had a chance to watch them last year. They were really good. Central Valley really good as well.
Back to pass. Miller again. Pass is going to be caught in between this time again to Benedict. And Benedict
Nose pass complete to
pick up
Benedict.
about 5 yards. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brought down the play by
Here for
Porter.
the Knights. It's be interesting to see what they do here. They'll
Gain
more
of 4 on the
likely go
play.
for
Bring
an
up
inside
fourth
Tiger
down and 4 for the
territory,
Knights.
sitting at the 16-yard line. They will go for it. Could this be a huge stop, though, defensively for the Tigers and much needed? Shotgun mode here for the Knights. Trips to the near side. Fourth down and about 4. Back to pass again. Across the middle. And it's going to be complete.
Nose pass complete to Alabama. Gain of 8 on the play. Bring up first and goal. Knights. Ball plays to the Tigers.
Big
7
8-yard
yards.
reception right there. That puts Blake Miller 11 of 13, 127 yards total, and we're not even at halftime.
Miller back to pass again. This one's going to be caught incomplete and shoved out of bounds.
Nose pass complete
Along with
to Ballmer.
Quade Myers. Bomber's on that reception. Gain of only about
Gain of 3 on the play. Bring up a second down and goal. And the Tigers 4 yards.
throw here from the Knights is what we have seen.
Yeah, attacking the corners, really, not really attacking the safeties, Seth. We've really seen them, go with the screens and just little crossing patterns that are attacking those cornerbacks for DCS.
Takes the give to the tailback, and Miller will
Ball carried by Miller.
Another inch, if that.
Yeah.
Third down. Oh, no gain.
They're gonna give them 1.
Gain of 1 on the play. Bring up third down and goal.
Looking to try to close down the deficit. Tigers lead it 12-8 with 9:33 remaining here in the second quarter.
See what Lord Central Catholic wants to do. You've only got 1 wide receiver out, so maybe expect to see a run, but you could see a pass here.
Shotgun mode, 1 wide receiver to the near, 2 tailbacks lined up on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. They'll fit the give, looking to pass across the middle.
Miller's pass to Blake Walton in for the touchdown for the Knights. Knights will line up in the 2-point conversion attempt.
The other wants to throw it. So far, Lord Central Catholic's been able to get their 2-point conversions. Can they get it here for a second time? DCS has not been able to convert their 2-point conversion. Shotgun mode here for Miller. Trips to the near side, 1 man to the far side. They'll send a man in motion, and this is going to be a false start. Back things up here for Lord Central Catholic.
First penalty on North Central Catholic today. It's been Dundy County has shot himself in the foot a couple of times at the start of North Central Catholic drives, but North Central Catholic taking a lot of time off the clock as that drive started way back in the first quarter set, and they brought the clock all the way down to 9:07. So North Central Catholic doing what they want to do with the passing game.
2-point conversion again coming here from Lord Central Catholic. They'll send a man in motion again. They'll send him back in motion to the other side is Carney. Miller back to pass, and this one's going to be intercepted.
Nice pass,
So the 2-point
intercepted.
conversion has failed.
2-point
Our
conversion
score,
failed.
14-12. Lord
Your
Central
score,
Catholic up
Knights
by 2.
14,
Almost
Tigers
to go in the
12.
second quarter. We step aside to break back after this. I'll send it to you at the end of that first quarter.
Myers and Diaz back deep to receive for the Tigers. Howard set the kick for the Knights.
10-12. Lourdes Central Catholic on top. 9:07 to go here in the second quarter. Highline, Neely Oakdale deadlocked at 20 apiece first quarter. Tri-County leading Laurel Concord Coleridge. Or check that, that's 6-6 all tied up. Here's a return by Cody Myers at the 21-yard line. Owls dodge Burwell.
Kick return by Myers, brought down the play by Spunk.
That one is scoreless. Keep an eye on that one.
We bring up first and 10, Tigers, their own 22
I'm
yards.
more interested in matter of fact of how Owls dodge will do.
Such a harmless.
I'm sorry, can't help it. Just joke. Can't help it. Can't help it. That would be a big win though for Owls dodge if they could beat Burwell. I think a lot of folks would be okay with that, knowing how well Burwell is and being.
There's a lot of good teams this year in the bracket. You know, Seth after they
Slap on the head of Myers. Oh boy, close.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Tigers.
BCS. And it's probably hard snapping that football because you're snapping it on that turf.
Yeah, you wonder if it's a little
The
different.
10-yard loss.
I mean, I guess
Second
I've
down
never
and
really considered it
22.
before. I don't know if that's really the case or if it's just nerves or some
Second down and 20,
miscommunication
so
or whatever
Tigers
it is. But
12
we'll
yards.
see if they can control it.
That means again that center for GCS. Picked up again by Myers. He'll take off and run with it. Myers looking for any of the
Okay, by Myers. Brought down by Miller and 20.
Third down though. Still third and about 15.
And 3 on the play, bring up third down and 17. For the Tigers.
For DCS, not used to it. 8:06 to go here in the second quarter. It's 14-12. Knights on top by 2.
That's going to be something that they could really have to fix. I don't know if it's something you can fix, you know, just on the sidelines, taking a couple of more snaps with everybody playing both ways. It's going to be tough.
Fumble on the play, fumble recovered by the Knights. Pittman on the recovery. Here's the possession, bring up first and 10, Knights at the Tiger 11-yard line.
Yeah, Burwell is tough. Cody Myers just has to go in and out of his hands. It just looks like this Dundy County team's got a little bit of nerves, you know. They've been in this position 2 or 3 times, but it's different. You're playing on turf. You know, you got a bit good scenery around you. It's not as cold either, you know. Compared to the western side of the state, probably would be today. You know, everything's just a little bit different here out of Nebraska City, and maybe that's just getting to the Tigers.
7:46 to go. Second quarter, 14-12. Knights on top by 2. Got football inside Tiger territory at the 10-yard line. Back pass is Miller. Pressure coming, and it's going to be caught.
Miller's pass to Blanket Bomber. Gain of 6 on the play, bring out second down and goal. Second down and 4
Miller, he got hit.
from the Tiger 5-yard line.
Another game through the air here for the Knights.
And it's all really been spread out too, Seth, between 3 different receivers. Benedict with 58, Balmer with 35, Carney with 33.
Miller pump fakes, pressure coming again. Miller's going to have to tuck it. Fosso coming after him, and he's going to reach for it.
Ball carried by Miller, in for the touchdown for the Knights.
Eight-point lead here for the Knights.
It's going to be a big 2-point conversion here, too. Make it 22-12. If they pop this in, Dundy County Stratton can't just drive down the field and tie it. If they don't get it here, then Dundy County Stratton can come down, tie this ball game.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. And I would be surprised to see some quicker here from Lourdes-Dundy Catholic.
Trips to the near or to the far side. They'll send Main in motion. The tailback, Miller will keep it down.
Ball carried by Miller, in for the 2-point conversion. Your score, Knights 24, Tigers 12, 7:30 left in the first half.
High school football after this on 105.3 90 Country. Force it. That's 7-2. We'll do it.
Diaz and Myers back deep to receive for the Tigers. Howard set the kick for the Knights.
Back here in Nebraska City, 7:33 to go. Second quarter, 22-12. Lord Central Catholic on top of a low kick. Picked up though here by Bobby Schneider. Schneider lowering his shoulder and getting it across the 30-yard line to the 32-yard line.
Schneider.
Start first down.
Brought down by
So
Walton.
right now,
Benedict.
in Class D6,
That will be first and 10. Tigers
at
at their own 32 yards.
Southwest at halftime. Madison Valley leading Central Valley 14-8 in the first quarter in that contest. Kennesaw blowing out Allen 50-8 in the second quarter. Sacred Heart leading Creighton 40-22. Some D2 scores for you. We'll have some D1 scores in just a little bit. First down and 10 here for the Tigers. Myers, he is running for his life, grabbing the football, picks it up. Myers in trouble. He's going
Ball carried by Myers. Lost to the level of the play, bring up a second down and 21. Timeout on the field, timeout called by the Tigers.
Here in Nebraska City, Seth Bomber, Sam Knowles, studio engineer Allison Pretty, back to the HFRSN HQ. 7:09 to go, second quarter, 22-12. Knights on top of DCS. It's been snapping issues for the Tigers the last two possessions. Second down and 1, second down and 20. For the Tigers, back to pass. No, giving it. It's going to be Myers coming to the near side. Trying to grab that edge. Myers.
Ball carried by Myers. Not in the bag by Miller.
Will be a gain of 4. Brings up third down.
Gain of 3 on the play. Bring up a third down and 19. Ball placed at the Tiger 23 yard.
19 is what they got marked at, and that's pretty tough. Cody Myers just never really got north to south there.
Third down and long. Shotgun mode here for Myers. 2 wide receivers to the far side. He is lining up on the left-hand side. Myers, big snap. Myers rolling, looking to pass downfield. Myers in trouble. Wants one fly downfield, and it is caught. Complete back into Waters. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown! DCS in a huge pass play for the Tigers. But a yellow
pass to Blue Waters. Penalty flag on the play.
24-yard line.
And with the way Lord Central Catholic is reacting, it is going to go against the Tigers. And boy, that would have been a huge mistake for the Knights. They had a chance. Both of their corners and safeties just came up to intercept the ball instead of really following with Lincoln Wall.
Only a personal foul against the Tigers.
And a penalty brings it back. Would have been a touchdown. 6 points come off the board, and boy, did that just huge blow for DCS.
15-yard penalty.
This is a 15-yard penalty, and this brings the football all the way back inside Tiger territory to the 12-yard line. Third down and a country.
Bring up a third down and 29 for the Tigers. The ball up in Tigers. 12 yards.
completely misses Horner. Pass is going to be caught incomplete. He's got back to the original line of scrimmage and shoved out of bounds. But this is going to bring up a fourth down.
Myers pass complete to Horner, knocked out of bounds by Miller. Gain of 19 to bring up a 4th down and 10. Ball at the Tiger, 33 yards.
Just a little bit and trying to cover that first down yardage, and they did a good job there defensively. Now the question mark is, do you gamble and go for it? You're on 4th down and about 9 yards to go. The football sitting inside your own territory at the 32-yard line, down 2 possessions, 22-12.
And they're going to do it, Seth, and I kind of agree with the call. See if we can get Lourdes Central Catholic back on their heels, not thinking you're going to do it.
Shotgun move, 2 wide receivers to the near side, rolling is Myers. He's got time, looks downfield, pass caught, incomplete. First down for the Tigers. As making that reception that time is going to be Lincoln Waters.
Myers pass complete to Waters, right down the play by Miller.
Gain of 10
will bring up
Yeah, he is, and that is a huge, huge play.
first and 10.
I'm just getting surprised left and right in this game. A 3rd down.
Ball placed at the right,
You go for it
37
on
yard
4th and 10. And boy, that takes some
incredible.
guts there, Seth. It takes some guts to go for it on 4th down and 10. They did a great job of Lincoln Waters sticking in, taking a hit, getting pushed back, but he knew he was across the chains.
Fargo not afraid to gamble. Here is another pass play, and this one is going to be incomplete. Miller coming hot big time, looking to get it to Lincoln Waters again.
Myers pass into the Waters, falls incomplete. Miller in on the coverage for the night.
38-yard line of the night, 6:34 to go. Sam, how important is it?
Be 2nd down and 10, Tigers.
Yeah, it's very important right now, Seth. I mean, 6 minutes, 34 seconds. If you can put it in, get it 2-point, make it 22-20, and give the football back to them with about 2 minutes to go, it's going to be tough for Lourdes Central Catholic to go down and score, but with the way they've been passing it, it could go either way. But you want to go into halftime down by, the least possible is what Coach Fargo is thinking on the sidelines.
Waters lines up to the far side, shotgun again. They're looking to pass. It's going to be Myers. Lets one deep ball downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking to get it.
Myers pass into the Waters, falls incomplete.
Coverage.
Miller in on the coverage for the night.
Boy, Blake Miller, he's been involved in everything.
Bring up
I
a
think Quinn
3rd down
Myers
and
getting a
10.
little bit big eyes on him. He's trying to throw a couple of big plays there. Lincoln Waters comes up a little bit gingerly, but I think he's a little gassed a little bit is what he's thinking. But Blake Miller, 2 huge plays, and Blake Miller, he just stands tall. I mean, he just looks big, and I'm sure Quinn Myers looking over the line at him, just thinking, man, can I really throw it over the top of him? And he tried there. Also a good play by Myers, maybe seeing, hey, maybe we can get pass interference, get a new set of downs.
Third down. Here for DCS. Those Diaz in motion. They'll set up a screen pass. It's Corbin Horner going to be caught incomplete. And he's going to be brought down. Shy of the first down.
Myers
marker
pass
here,
complete
and if the Tigers went for it on 4th down,
to
back in their
Horner.
own
Right down the
territory,
play
they're
by
going for it. You
Walton.
know it here inside of
Gain of 6 to bring up 4th down and 4.
at the 31-yard
Ball
line.
tonight, 31-yard
Down,
line.
and they need about 4.
It's going to be tough. It's a long 4 yards, Seth.
So 3 to go here in the second quarter. Tigers down by 10. Myers trying to grab the hard snap. Looks over to the sideline. They got one wide receiver lined up to the near side. That's Waters. Diaz in the backfield. Shotgun mode. They'll hand it on Diaz. He's got himself a first down and leans forward. And he'll pick it up.
Diaz, right on the play by Aldana.
Here for DCS to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, great job by
6 on the play.
Diaz, just doing what he does best.
Bring up
Putting his
1st and
head
10.
down,
Tigers
blowing
with the
some
night,
people away,
6
getting
yards.
the first down. And that's what you have Servando Diaz for. Is, when you get in these situations, big-time players make big-time plays, and even though that's not going to show up in a stat sheet, that's going to be huge.
Ball at the 26-yard line, first down and 10. There'll be a direct snap there to Myers.
Ball cleared by Myers.
Lost the football.
Right down the play by
So bring up a second
Aldana.
down and about 9 on the
And
play.
Beckett.
Football sitting right at the
Gain of 1 to bring up
25-yard
2nd down and 9.
5:14 to
Ball
go,
tonight,
and taking here in this
25 yards.
first half, 22-12 lead here for the night. So Lourdes Central Catholic. Tri-County, Laurel, Concord, Coleridge, they're deadlocked at 6 apiece in the first. Deadlocked between Highline and Neely Oakdale at 20 apiece there in the first quarter. More scores underway here in a bit. Hands it off to Diaz. Diaz lowering his shoulder, still on his feet, and he'll have
Ball cleared by Diaz. Right on the play by Miller.
6 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good game. He went through a pile, and it just reminds me so much of Rex Burkhead. As if you can remember back to those days when Rex was on the team, it seemed like he would get himself in a pile. He'd be in there for 10 seconds, Seth, and then he just popped out of it. And that's what he did right there. He popped out of the pile and was able to he ended up getting caught up and was able to get a few yards on it.
Medicine Valley still leading Central Valley 14-8. Snapped off, handed off to Diaz. Diaz real close to the first down marker, still pushing his feet forward.
Ball carried by Diaz.
Right, have it, he does. First down for the Tigers. New fresh set of downs. Football now sits at the 15-yard line. No score
Ball
yet
down by
between
Polk
Howard
and Carney.
Cross County and Cambridge. They don't kick off for another 8
Bring
minutes.
up first and 10. Tigers from the Knights, 15 yards.
Trying to up to date here with McCook and Plattsmith. Last check, first quarter, still scoreless in that game. That one's over on 93.9 The Zone. Here, right now, Dundy County Stratton trailing by 10, 22-12. 4:05 to go here in the second quarter, but the Tigers starting to threaten. Now running to the sidelines was Quade Myers, throwing off his glove to the sideline. Interesting. Might have put that glove on because he's having troubles with the snaps. This time he's got it. Correct snap. Puts on a juke move. And Quade Myers is going to get into the end zone.
Ball carried by Myers into the touchdown for the Tigers.
And the Tigers got this thing back within 4.
Yeah, great job right there by Quade Myers, and it was Blake Miller trying to come up and tackle him, and he gave him a little bit of a swing move over the top, and Blake Miller looked up as he walked in and thought, man, that was not something I wanted to see, but tough for Blake Miller. Great job by Quade Myers. He takes the snap. He's had a couple of mishaps with the football today, and he was able to keep that one under control and put himself in for a touchdown, a huge touchdown. So we'll see if they can get the 2-point conversion.
You mentioned huge touchdown. How about a huge 2-point conversion? Trying to get within 2 of the Knights. Still fake the give, rolling, looking to pass. It's going to be Myers. Pressure coming, lobs it in the end zone, and this one's going to fall in.
Myers pass falls incomplete. No one on the coverage for the Knights. 2-point conversion fails.
Lord Central
3:48 left in your first half. For Knights 22. Tigers 18.
18. We'll step aside, take a break. 3:48 to go. Second quarter back after this. Sometime in the trip. 30. What was it?
5-yard, yeah. Actually, no, it was 15. 15.
3:48 to go. Second quarter, 22-18. Lord Central Catholic with the
Waters set the kick for the Tigers.
Last year, let's flashback. Second round this year.
Carney and Miller back in to receive for the Knights.
That one was a 2-point win, 20-18. So, kind of another deja vu, you might say, here in the second round. Tigers struggling a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure DCS fans not happy you brought that up, Seth.
I'm sorry. Hey, they got to win, so if it's deja vu, DCS should grab a win here today, hopefully.
It's going to be tough.
Well, returned by Carney.
2-point yet, and you really got to do that if you want to win here in D1. Obviously,
right after the Knights 15-yard line, they'll bring up first and 10
they just
for the
have
Knights.
down by 4. What's that? Two-point conversions, and he got this thing tied up. And so far, Lord Central Catholic has looked really good with the 2-point conversions. Dundy County Stratton, I think when they get there, they've been trying to do a lot of fancy stuff. They just need to give it to Serrano Diaz and let him tumble it into the end zone.
3:42 to go. Second quarter, 22-18. Knights on top, and a back and forth affair we go. And the tightest ball game for DCS. That pass is going to be complete. And
Miller's pass complete on Bonnet. Brought down the play by Diaz. No flag.
This is going to be on. Happened on the far side.
It's going to go against DCS.
Penalty was against the Tigers.
It is.
Pass interference. That penalty is declined. As a result of the play, they bring up first and 10 Knights at their own 30-yard line.
So now the Knights have the football at their own 30-yard line. 3:30 to go. Here in the second quarter, 22-18 is our score. Knights on top. Definitely by far the closest game DCS has had. Probably one of the toughest competitions so far they've had all season long.
Yeah, one of the best offenses I think they've seen all season long, Seth.
This is spread offense. A lot of motion and passing. This time it'll be a halfback pass. Watch one fly downfield, double coverage, and it's going to be intercepted. Right down the Stratton 30-yard line. Trying to get it back to midfield, and he's going to be brought down. Who else? Lincoln Waters with the INT.
Morning pass intercepted by Waters, brought down by Funk and Walton.
number
Change of
14
possession,
on
bring
the
up first
pass
and
there
10, Tigers
for
at their own
Central
38
Mechanical.
yards.
Joe Carney lobbed it up there and really didn't have it. He was in triple coverage. The man he was looking for, Lincoln Waters, coming up with a huge INT.
Huge INT. Now can the Tigers do something with it? They're trailing by 4, 22-18, 3:01 to go. Second quarter, the Tigers with an opportunity to take the lead. And they get this football into the end zone, though. It's now sitting at the 38-yard line of the Tigers. What a huge interception there by Lincoln Waters. It was double coverage, and Lincoln Waters climbed the ladder and grabbed that football. First down and 10. Now here for DCS. Shotgun mode here for Quade Myers coming to the near side. Now reverses field. Spins free. Jukes a man and reaches.
Ball carried by Myers.
Man, razzle and dazzle here by Quade Myers. And now to bring up a second down.
Gain of 7 will bring up a second down and 3.
Second down and 3. Football across midfield now at the 35-yard line of the Knights. 2:40 to go. Plenty of time if you're DCS. But Sam, this is huge.
Yeah, this is huge. They got to punch this one in, down by 4. When you punch this one in for a touchdown, that's going to flip it, put you up by 2. That's going to be huge.
It's going to be a huge momentum shift, if not already, with that interception there by Waters. Rolling is going to be Quade Myers. Cuts upfield, lets one fly downfield. He's got a man wide open. Lincoln Waters just can't quite get there.
Myers passes
Overshot it
into
by
Waters,
another
throws
arm
incomplete.
length. And that had touchdown
Bomber
written
and
all
coverage for
over
the
it.
Knights.
Yeah,
Will
that
bring up a
had-
third down and 3.
That had everything. Had the whole world touchdown spelled out for you. As boy, oh boy, what a play! Almost had it, and Quade Myers just kind of sat there on his knees, thinking, man, we could have had that one, especially with 2:18 to go. But I like this now. Maybe try to slow it down a little bit. Tell you guys, hey, let's calm down. We almost had it, but let's run this thing in. And it looks like they're actually going to pass it here on this next play.
Big third down and 3 here for the Tigers. Strike snap. Myers goes up middle of the field, puts on a spin, reaches forward. I think he's going to be just
Ball
shy.
carried by Myers.
Fourth down in about a yard. You're
Well
going
done
for it
by
if you're
Polk.
head coach Mike Spargo.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Gain of 1 will bring up fourth down and 2.
Fourth and 10, and we're able to convert it. So far, so good on fourth down.
Ball plays the Knights 34-yard
On
line.
that play, so it's going to make it fourth down and 2. And it was a long 4 yards that they had to convert, and they converted it. And now it's been, and they got it on a touchdown on that one. And now it's a long 2 yards. We'll see if the same thing happens.
Waters goes off the field. Sammy Faso comes on in. Could this be a run here by Servando Diaz? Quade Myers in shotgun. Fourth down. They'll hand it off. Servando Diaz first down for the Tigers. And now that's got the football at the 30-yard line. Buck 38 remaining here in the second quarter. Time starting to become
3
a
bring
factor
up
here a
first
little
and
bit.
10 for the
But
Tigers.
still
The
got
Knights
plenty of time to
30
get
yards.
this ball into the end zone, trailing again 22-18.
Yeah, a minute and 30 counting. You're sitting right at about the 30-yard line. And so far, Quade Myers has shown that he can, lob it out there. So see, they're going to go with some passes.
Myers pump fakes, lets one fly downfield, got a man, overshot Corbin Horner this time, the intended receiver, putting a little bit too
Myers
much on it.
pass intended for Horner falls incomplete. Barney in on the coverage for the Knights. Bring up second down and 10. Timeout called by the Knights.
On the field by Lourdes Central Capital. We'll take one with them. We got to catch our breath. 22-18 our score. Knights on top. 1:20 left to go. Second quarter back after this. I'm finally country.
How's it working here?
30. Back here at Nebraska City. Score here in this one, 22-18, 1:20 to go. Second quarter, score update to pass along for you. Howells Dodge leading Burwell 8-0, middle of the first quarter. Keep an eye on that. No doubt about that. That's a big contest there. So it is fourth quarter, Sterling leading 48-6 over Southwest. Southwest in some troubles there. They're about in our neck of the woods as well, Sterling. Here's Myers rolling on second down and 10. Let's one fly downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. Overshot him again. That time, Corbin Horner, the intended receiver, stops the clock.
Myers pass intended for
third down, and boy, they keep on taking
Horner.
shots downfield.
Pass falls incomplete. Carney on the coverage for the Knights. Bring up a third down and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're kind of running the same thing, just seams down either side, and he's just been able to pick and choose which one. He's kind of gone to the near sideline each time, and he's putting it right where it is, and either his receiver is just not running fast enough, or he just puts it a little bit out of reach.
DCS trailing by 4. They got the football. Third down. They'll get it off. Servando Diaz up the middle, and it moves
Ball carried by Diaz.
Fourth down. Now you're facing
Brought down by
big
2
fourth
minutes.
down right here. This
Pick up
time
a
it's going to be fourth down in about 7. 1 minute
3 will
left
bring
to
up
go.
a
Now we
fourth
gotta
down
kinda
and
work this
7.
clock a little bit, because if we don't get this, you don't want to give the Knights enough time to put this football into the end zone. And we know they can probably score real quickly through the air.
Yeah, and the clock's winding down because that was a run, and they're going to wait until that back judge gives the 5-second warning and try to melt this clock like you were saying, Seth. And it's going to be tough, I think, if Lord Central Catholic gets the ball back with under 20 seconds to score.
Football at the 27-yard line, back to pass, across the middle, wide open, it's going to be caught and complete. First down from Corbin Horner.
Myers pass
They
complete
set
to
that
Warner.
pass play up because this time they
Bring up
run
a
Horner in the
first and
middle of
10.
the football field.
Tigers
Let's hurry
in
up
the
to
next
the
12
original
yards.
line of scrimmage as the clock now continues. 29 seconds to go. First down and 10. Football at the 12-yard line. Hands it off Diaz to the near side. Cuts up field. Diaz leaning forward, and that will put the
Ball
football
carried
down
by
at the
Diaz. Brought down the play by Funk.
5.5 yard
Timeout
line.
on the field.
Dundy
Timeout
County Stratton.
called
See if they
by
got
the
timeouts
Tigers.
to work with. They got one left now.
Ball placed at
19
the
seconds remaining
Knights.
here in the second quarter. Nope, now
5
they're
yards.
out. Now they are out of timeouts. They just put the 0 on the scoreboard, so they are out of timeouts. 19 seconds to go. Second quarter, 22-18 is our score. And Knights on top, but big second down. Here for DCS with the football sitting right close to that 5-yard line.
Yes, Seth, and, each time I'm sure, Coach Spargo will tell you this too, when he looks back at film, it comes down to really just looking at those certain plays that win you or lose you the game. And this is a certain drive, really, that can win or lose them. Not really lose them a game, but when you go back and you see if you lost, what drives, it didn't really help us. And if they can't punch it in here, he's going to look at, and circle this one. If we could have scored on this drive, that'd be huge. But if you win, you're saying this is a main reason we scored. We punched it in, give a punch in the mouth right before we went into halftime. And that's what Coach Spargo is wanting to do. They got about 5 yards to go.
Another D1 score update after this play. You're on second down and 5. They can score the first down without scoring. 19 seconds to go for the Tigers. Back pass rolling is going to be Myers. Across the middle. It's going to be caught and complete. Touchdown Tigers. That reception, Corbin Horner.
Touchdown for the Tigers.
That one is huge. Puts them up 24-22. They have a chance to go up by 4. So that's a huge 8-point swing there, going down by 4. Being down by 4 to being up by 4 heading into halftime. Still 15 seconds left, so don't count out Lord Central Catholic. They might have a couple of tricks up their sleeve, but you got to get a 2-point conversion here, Seth, and make yourself up.
Huge 2-point conversion. You said it. Shotgun mode. Myers fakes to give, rolling, looking to pass. Got a man open. Over. Shot him again. This time a little bit.
Myers pass falls incomplete. 2-point conversion
And the 2-point
fails.
conversion is no
Your
good.
score,
15
Tigers
seconds left
24,
to go.
Knights
Second
22.
quarter. Tigers back on top up 24-22. Step aside, take a break. Back after this. I'm telling you the country.
Waters set to kick for the Tigers. Miller and Carney back deep to receive for the
Pretty
Knights.
big, Seth, as that was the highlight once again. Quaid Myers hitting Corbin Horner in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, and it puts DCS on top 24-22. Great job by Quaid Myers running around like a chicken with his head cut off when he was able to find a man in the end zone and put DCS up 24-22.
Miller with a return, breaks one tackle. Miller down the sidelines, and Miller going to be spun and twisted out of bounds.
Ball returned by Miller.
28-yard line. Good return there from Miller. And it'll bring up a
First and 10 Knights with their own 28-yard line.
Central Catholic. I'm Dundy County Stratton. I'm putting everybody back because we know Miller can throw this football down the football field. And I'm excited, though. Don't know about you. The sunshine has finally gone behind the trees.
Yeah, and actually, Seth, I'm starting to get a little bit chilly.
Yeah, it was
My
hot
feet.
before,
I'm starting to feel it in my feet a little bit. But like you were saying, send everybody back. You got to get a lot of guys in the backfield and receivers on your offensive side. See if you can get a pick. Maybe take it back.
Passing situation here for Miller. Empty backfield, back-to-back strips to the near side, one man to the far side. Miller lets one fly downfield, got a man, and it is going to be intercepted. Kickoff. This time with the INT, Bobby Schneider with a pick.
Miller's pass intercepted by Waters.
2 seconds remaining.
Change of possession to first and 10. Tigers at their own
That'll
25
save
yard.
things for DCS. Now I think, Sam, you just play it safe. You kneel this thing. You get in the locker room. You're ahead by 2. Don't do anything fancy here.
No, just go into victory formation, put your knee down, and say, "Hey, we won the first half," and get yourself a nice little water break.
What a game here in this one through 2 quarters, no doubt about it. A dogfight on our hands here. Shootout. It's 24-22 here in the second quarter. Tigers lead by 2 with 2 seconds to go. And they are going to try to run a play here. With one wide receiver to the far, one to the near, looking to pass is going to be Myers rolling to the near side. Myers getting downfield. Nothing there. Now fires it in. It is going to be batted out.
Myers pass broken up by Benedict. That is your half.
Waters kicks things off. It looks like Bombers will return things for Lourdes Central Catholic. Bombers coming to the near side. Bomber throwing at a stiff arm, looking to get it to the 20-yard line.
Ball returned by Miller. It'll be first down and 10 for the Knights.
Return. 6 and 5. Give me a break there, Sam. It's close.
Yeah, it was tough.
First and 10 Knights from their own 24-yard line.
Sideline. He even took out the binoculars to look to see if it was 5 or 6. I thought it was 6, but it was Miller.
I won't hold it against
Good,
you.
good. It's close. A little bit more of a curve there on the 5 to make it a 6. So Miller on that return, and he'll set up his own Knights at the 24-yard line. First down and 10, 11:53 to go. Here in our third quarter. Tigers lead it by 2, 24-22. Okay. See what turns up here for the third quarter. There's 10 lights that were shining. Now those are off. Some type of light. So now we're ready to go. Send a man in motion. Miller into shotgun. Fakes to give to Carney. Miller looking to run. Miller is going to be stopped. Nowhere to go.
Ball carried by Miller.
Just roar into that ball carrier, and it'll be brought down for a loss. This will bring up second down and about 15. Loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, so far, whenever Blake Miller has tried to run, he hasn't really done anything too special with it. Does have a touchdown.
Loss of 1 on the play will bring up second down and 11.
Rushes forward out, 14-yard set.
They're actually going to give him forward progress, so only lost a yard. Second down and 11. One wide receiver to the near, 2 to the far. Miller back to pass. He'll pump fake. Now takes off, runs, but it comes to the near side. Miller got a little bit of running room, and he'll throw out.
Ball carried by Miller.
Forced out of bounds there by Quade Myers. This will be another big gain, though, for Miller. Brings up third down and about 3 on the play. Football is now sitting at about the 32-yard line. Big third down right here if you're DCS. You'd love to just
Bring up third down and 2 for the Knights.
Trying to grab as whatever momentum you can to start out this second half quickly. Third down and about 3 here for Lourdes Central Catholic. 2 wide receivers to the near. This will be a false start.
Dead ball penalty before the snap.
Now they're going to call it on DCS.
Offsides against the Tigers.
Waters in the backfield putting his hands up. He can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it could go either way there. It's tough. It's really up to
After the penalty, it'll be first down and 10 for the Knights.
But that's tough. I'm sure Mike Spargo telling
From their own
that gives them
37-yard line.
there too, because the 5 yards takes them across into a new first down. But that's 4 penalties set for 30 yards, and those 30 yards can rack up big for Lourdes Central Catholic.
I'll be honest, I didn't even see anybody jump. They'll hand it off, though, this time to the tailback as Dana got some daylight on Dana. Shut that about.
Ball carried by Aldana. Penalty markers after the play.
Yeah, you just don't know if he was just caught up in the moments or whatever, but just not a very smart, disciplined play.
Or he's seen the big, huge printed yardage markers and thought he had
A little bit more room.
Yep.
Yeah, that could go either
Easily
way.
what he thought. This will be a late hit out of bounds.
The officials now talking over White Hat, a couple of the Black Hats in there as well, talking over when the late hit was, when the call it was in roughness as well. And there's a lot of things that could go on. Obviously, it'll most likely be a late hit here, Seth, in a big shot in the foot. Because that goes from the spot of the foul, if I'm correct.
I believe so. I thought Del Haynes was going to check out. They brought Sammy Faso on, so somebody's going to have to go off the field for DCS. Now they got 8 men on the field. Wow, that's crucial. Crucial penalty. Looks like unsportsmanlike on Lourdes Central Catholic. Now it's going to be a late hit on DCS.
Offsetting penalties, personal foul against the Tigers, and then sportsmanlike conduct against the Knights after the play. The play results in a first down and 10 for the Knights from the Tigers' 32-yard line.
It really did. Because now it's just a first down that was picked up by the running back in Aldana. So now it's first down and 10. Football will sit at the Tigers' 32-yard line. 11:05 to go. Third quarter, 24-22. Tigers up by 2. Wow, offsetting penalties. Might have saved DCS there big time.
Definitely.
Shotgun mode here for Miller. 2 wide receivers to the far. They got 1 to the near side. Miller sends a man in motion. It's all Dana. They'll keep it this time.
Miller carrying and scoring for the Knights.
Yeah, I mean, Blake Miller couldn't ask for anything other than just read the play right, and that's what he did. That's all he really had to do, see if DCS bit, and they did, like you said, Seth, and he just had a wide open hole. Moses part of the Red Sea for him on that one, Seth, and he had a wide open hole to the end zone, 28-24.
10:58 remaining, third quarter, 2-point conversion. Miller rolling to the far side, pressure coming. He's going to be hit, and it's going to be
Pass complete to Bomber for the 2-point conversion. Your score with 10:58 left to go in the third quarter of play. Knights 30, Tigers 24. Howard set to kick for the Knights.
24 after a 32-yard touchdown run there from Miller as the Knights now take the lead. Sam, you mentioned the DCS not getting any of their 2-point conversions. If they would have, this would be tied up at 30.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Even if you don't get one, you're still only down by 2, Seth. I mean, that's just tough.
Just a low kick.
Change possession after the kick. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 30-yard line.
Big lead over Lourdes-Dundy, up 23-8 at halftime. Lourdes-Dundy was leading that one 8-2 after one quarter of play. Some more scores here for you in just a moment. Find out how Arcadia City is doing against Stratton. 1st down and 10 here for DCS. One wide receiver to the near side. Nice snap. It'll be Myers going up the middle, now reverses and cuts back towards the outside, and we'll get a good gain here. And up about 6 on the play.
Myers on the carry.
Stratton, Arcadia Loop City is tied at 14 in the first quarter.
Gain of 6 will bring up 2nd down and 4.
So got Cambridge trailing Cross County 16-0. It's over on True Country 1021. 10:30 to go here in the third quarter, 30-24. Knights on top of the Tigers. Tigers with the football though at 35.
Myers on the carry, brought down by Aldana. Penalty marker on the play. Holding against the Tigers.
Sure, it was a
And I think DCS kind of saying, where was the hold on that one? And we'll see. Maybe the officials obviously have a better view than we do up here. The holding call, and that's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
After the penalty, it'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Tigers from their own 25-yard line.
Tigers in another bad hole right now. I'll take the water. 2nd down and about 15 now here for DCS. 10-10 to go. Third quarter shotgun mode. They'll hand things off. Servando Diaz up the middle. Diaz about to the original line of scrimmage. So gain of 5 there.
Diaz on the carry.
10 minutes to go here.
Brought down by Funk.
30-24. Knights on
Bring up 3rd down and 10.
this game, but boy, after that nice score sandwiches, feel like the energy is blown away from the Tigers right now.
Yeah, DCS kind of had to keep running up that mountain, get to the summit before that first half. They were able to jump over the summit, and then they kind of got on that downhill slide there. But now they're trying to run up that summit again, like you were saying, gain some of that momentum that they lost back. And this is going to be huge here. It's a big 3rd down, and they might even go for it on 4th down.
3rd down and 10 inside your own territory at the 30-yard line. Back to pass is going to be Myers. He's got everybody downfield. He lets one fly wide open. It's going to be Corbin Horner. It is complete. 1st down and more. Cuts back upfield, 30-yard line. Throwing out a stiff arm, and he's going to be tackled at around the 28-yard line, and a huge pickup on 3rd down and 10 from DCS. And Sam, who says the Tigers can't throw the football?
Brought down by Miller, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And it's a great job by Horner there, getting wide open, able to find it, and then he cut it back upfield. Got a few more yards on it as well.
Big 3rd down for DCS. as it is 30-24. Lourdes Central Catholic on top. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's first down and 10. Tigers inside Lourdes Central Catholic territory. Back to pass. Screen pass is going to be set up. Let them too far. Looking to get it.
Pass is incomplete. We'll bring up second down and 10.
Second down and 10. Again, the football at the nice 28-yard line. This is just huge possession right now for DCS. Like we mentioned, they're starting to get settled in. They're about midway of that second quarter. Then went into halftime, came a little bit flat defensively in the third quarter. Now they're trying to get settled back on in offensively. They're looking for a big play here.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys that are on defense out here on offense, they know they, didn't have the best defensive possession there. Just kind of bit on a play that they didn't want to bite on, and now they're trying to use that film knowledge that they have and score a touchdown.
Hands it off to Diaz, getting to the far side, cuts up field, looking for
Diaz on the carry.
Found a little bit. Gain of about 6 on the play. This will bring up now the third down.
Brought down by Miller and Balmer.
Third down and short 5, long 4.
Bring up third down and 5.
Football now at the Knights 23-yard line. So very manageable third down here for DCS. The Knights game brought to him part by M&B Bank, Paradise Inn Shack, Pinnacle Bank of Binkelman, Golden Urgent Care, Red Willow Chemical, runs a restaurant, Samway floor covering and furniture. Direct snap to Myers. Myers up the middle. Myers spinning, and he'll be just shy of the first down.
Myers on the carry.
Fourth down and about a yard.
Bring up fourth down and 2 for the Tigers.
He went for it on fourth down and 10 a little bit ago. Going for it here on fourth down and 1. 7:50 to go. You're in the third quarter. Tigers trail 30-24. DCS with the football inside of Knights territory at about the 20-yard line. Fourth down and a yard. What can they draw up here? Myers hands it off to Diaz. First down for the Tigers.
Diaz on the carry.
But got enough.
Gain of 4 will be a first and 10 for the Tigers.
Just go back to what has got you this far so far, and that's handed off to Servando Diaz. I mean, he's racked up, almost 1,300 yards this season. I mean, 1,200 yards over 1,200 yards this season, and it's just a force going through the middle there, and obviously getting some big yardage.
2 wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun mode. Diaz lining up on the left-hand side. Back to pass. Rolling. It's going to be Myers across the middle of the field. It is.
Pass is intercepted by Miller. It'll be a change of possession. First and 10 for the Knights from their own 10-yard line.
There he is. Man wide open middle of the field. But just mishandled it. Nick Mitchell was the intended receiver. And a crucial INT for Quade Myers. That is now just his second interception on the year, and now an injury timeout on the Knights. Maybe a cramping issue there for Carney. It looks like he just kind of fell to the ground. Kind of looks like cramping issue there for Lourdes Central Catholic and Carney. 7:08 to go, third quarter, 30-24. Knights on top. We'll step aside, take a short break while they tend to the injured player. Return. 105.3 Coyote Country. Just go 30 right here, but stand by. Do another one, Allison. Go another one.
First and 10 for the Knights from their own 10-yard line. Ball carried by Aldana.
Back here at Lourdes Central Catholic. They lead it 30-24, 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Set bomber.
Gain of 3 will bring up second down and 7.
Carney moves off sidelines. Just a little cramping issue. Short gain there by the Knights. Hand it back off to the tailback and running forward.
Ball carried by Aldana. Pickup of 7 will be 1st and 10 for the Knights from their own 20-yard line.
6:30 to go, third quarter, 30-24. Nuts with the lead. Tigers are about to score, but they threw an interception off the deflection. Miller picked it off. Tigers got a big stop here again defensively. They did start out this third quarter in this penalties.
Dead ball. Penalty before the snap, offsides against the Tigers.
Yeah, it could just be nerves. We're talking about the snaps.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, results in 1st and 5 for the Knights from their own 25-yard line.
Situation before, it's just tough. Some kids get more nervous than the others, and I'm sure Coach Mike Spargo trying to settle it down. His front line there is front 3.
DCS can pull this one out. They will have a home game next week, no matter what. Have business to take care of first here. They hand it off right up the middle.
Ball carried by Aldana. Gain of 6. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Knights.
Clock continuing to roll now. 6 minutes, 5:42 to go. Third quarter and a 30-24 lead. For Lord Central Catholic, you hate for the Knights to go by 2 scores. They're trying to keep this thing close within striking distance. Don't have to climb the hill any bigger than you have to. As the option.
Miller on the carry.
For Miller only gets about a yard.
Gain of 1 will bring up 2nd down and 9.
And that interception, Sam, just feels like it took a lot of the wind out of the sail for DCS.
Yeah, boy, it's just tough. And then great job though, right there for Dundy County Stratton recognizing the fake pitch. I think is what they were trying to go for. Their fake handoff. Actually, they were able to tackle Miller, but like you were saying, Seth, it is tough for Dundy County Stratton.
Miller goes under center, toss, sweep play. Here to the running back. He's going to be swallowed up and tripped out.
Carney on the carry.
Diaz comes up with a stop. There for the Tigers for no gain.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9, we'll say. Football sitting at the 32-yard line here of the Knights. I think just DCS defensively just not used to this passing attack. It's always been run.
Yeah, and that's really D1 football right there. Seth, is run. And so when Blake Miller came out and he's throwing it all over the place, it's a little interesting.
Screen pass, bubble, set up. It's going to be caught incomplete, but brought down, and the penalty is thrown.
Pass complete to Benedict. Penalty marker on the play.
Penalty is thrown. See what this is. Here it almost kind of looked like a targeting.
Yeah, he kind of got in the helmet's area there. Leaned in with the shoulder, and there was nothing I thought he could really do about it.
This is on DCS, so it's going to be huge blow.
Because
now this would bring up 4th down. It's on Lord Central Catholic.
Penalty is blocking the back against the
I
Knights.
don't know about you, but from here it looked like kind of hit him with the helmet, but DCS will take it. Now this will bring up 3rd down and long. This back it all the way up to the Knights 20-yard line. The original line of scrimmage is down to 31.
That's a big 10-yard penalty right there. Must have just caught a little bit of a holding penalty.
After the penalty, will bring up 3rd down and 21.
Targeting, just the way he kind of leaned his head in. Benedict's, kind of leaned upfield, so maybe they gave each of the guys benefit of the doubt there on the targeting play. But holding called, and that's going to be big. 3rd and 21 now.
Now for the Tigers, just play back. Don't let them pick up a 1st down if you can help it. Rolling is going to be Miller. Passing situation. Miller looking downfield. Got a man wide open in the backfield.
Pass is complete to Benedict. First down and 10 for the Knights in the Tigers' 16-yard line.
Huge gain, and to shoot themselves in the foot, a big 44-yard pass and catch right there to Harrison Benedict. And he was completely left wide open in the backfield. So miscommunication in the backfield there for Dundy County Stratton. And that is, all the way around, Mike Spargo cannot be happy with that one right there.
Now I'm going to give that one up. Oh, huge pass play. And now the Knights have it inside Tiger territory at the 16-yard line. Miller, quarterback keeper, he's going to be swallowed up.
Ball carried by Miller.
Second loss as Servando Diaz comes up with a stop, and the Tigers finally got some pressure and brought down the quarterback.
Great job. First sack of the game. And really, Seth, they've been doing that the first couple of times when they're handing that football off. They're getting some good pressure and really haven't had too much pressure.
Lots of 4 on the play. We'll bring up second down and 14 for the Knights from the Tiger 20-yard line.
Been able to deal with it.
Second down, and now about 14 yards to go. Here for a first down. Fakes the ball to screen. Now he'll throw it to him. Pass is going to be caught incomplete. This is Carney.
Pass complete to Carney.
At around the 20-yard line. Nothing. Didn't get anything on that reception. Brings up now third down. And another big third down here.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up third down and 14.
To the 6-yard line. And another big third down right here for the Tiger defense. 2:43 to go in third quarter. 30-24. Knights on top. Threatening. Ringing the doorbell on the Tiger defense. Trips to the far side. One man to the near side. Empty backfield. Back to pass. Miller. Pump fake. Pressure coming here by Diaz. Gets away. Now lets one fly downfield. And again. Wide open. And he dropped it. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Benedict. We'll bring up fourth down and 14.
Asking a junior quarterback like that to stay in the pocket as a big man's coming right at you. That's tough. Some NFL quarterbacks really have a tough time with that. Blake Miller stands in the pocket, takes the hit, and delivers a strike right to Harrison Benedict as it goes in and out of his hands to the back of the end zone. He was going to be close to see if he could get 1 foot in. I think he would have had it, Seth, but boy, oh boy, that was tough. Now they're going to go for it. 4th down and 14. We saw 4th down and 10 converted. Now we'll see if we can see a 4th down and 14.
Big here on defense. On 4th down. Can't get anything deep. Shotgun mode here for Miller. Back to pass. Looking. Lets one fly across the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Woo.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be a change of possession. First down and 10 for the Tigers.
4th down and 14, and the Tigers will now take things over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, great job. They sent a little bit of a blitz there. Instead of sending the normal 3, they ended up sending a total of 5. And in the end, it was just enough. Blake Miller just put enough on it. It just went in and out of the hands of his wide receiver, Carney, there. But boy, they had a shot there, Seth, to do something. Because I think he probably could have scored there, as there were a couple of Dundy County defenders that were just going for a hit, just to kind of maybe knock the ball loose.
20 to go in the third quarter, 30-24. Tigers trail. Hand off to the far side play. And Corbin Holder, he's going to touch for first down and leaps over a defender and gets picked up, and he'll be tackled right at around the 35.
Carried by Horner, brought down by Miller. First and 10 for the Tigers from their own 34-yard line.
I've said this time and time again, how big is it for the Tigers to get this football into the end zone as they just are looking for momentum?
Yeah, we've seen them do it before, a 2-minute drive action. So in the second quarter, they got to do it here. Like it's big, just give you some more momentum.
Diaz with the carry, beats up the middle out to the secondary here.
Diaz on the carry.
The yardage sticker.
Brought down by Walton and Miller. Bring up second down and 2.
And anytime you need a big play, he's the man that they go to. And he gets a big one there. Just kept those legs turning. Clock winding down. I don't know if we'll see Quade Myers pass it, but it's going to go either way here, 30-24. You know, Seth, you still got going into the fourth quarter. If I'm Mike Spargo, maybe a little more conservative, but if you can't score, go for it.
28 left to go in third quarter. There's only been 1 score in the third quarter, and it came early from Lourdes Central Catholic.
In the first 30 seconds.
It'll be a direct snap. It's going to be Myers. Shimmies and bakes, and he's got himself a first down. Still on his feet out to the secondary. My goodness.
Myers on the carry.
Yeah, Myers and Servando Diaz both taking the same approach, taking that Rex Burkhead approach. Keep those legs turning. And
brought down by Funk. First and 10 for the Tigers from the Knights' 30-yard line.
Somehow, some way, they still keep on chugging those legs. Great job by Lourdes Central Catholic, though. You know, still responding after getting a couple of guys taken down. And their secondary, Lourdes Central Catholic secondary, give them kudos today. A couple of picks, but also have stopped a ton of big runs for both Myers and Diaz.
I'll hand it off to Diaz again from the 30-yard line.
Diaz on the carry.
25, spotted at the 26. Good gain of there. We'll call it gain of 5. Second
Brought down by Funk.
DCS now.
Bring up second down and 6.
Here in the third quarter, Tigers trailing by 1 possession, 30-24.
And Diaz doing what he does best. 22 carries, 167 yards, and a touchdown.
Diaz gets the carry, comes to the near side. He's got blockers. Diaz is going to be a penalty
Ball carried by Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz put his head down there. Kind of
Brought down by Beckett and Miller. Penalty marker on the play.
But we heard it from the coaches. It's right over the side of us. And I kind of saw it on the outside. It's always tough. And it's always tough in high school football when you run into the
Penalty
outside.
is holding against the Tigers.
We just have to trust our running back that he can get around the corner, but it's going to go against. And that's a big 10-yard penalty, especially with the stride trying to tick this clock down. And that's really going to stick us into the fourth quarter here with this drive.
After the penalty, it'll bring up second down and 15 for the Tigers from the Knights' 35-yard line.
Offensive line, 238 for DCS. Lourdes Central Catholic averages 208. Still a little bit more size on them. The holding call brings this thing back at second down and now 15. 11 seconds to go and counting. Here in the third quarter, we'll get one more play off before the time expires. Back to pass. It's going to be Myers. Looking, fires one wide open and incomplete. His wheels rolling.
Pass is incomplete. We'll bring up third down and 15.
Here in the third quarter. So they'll get one more shot here in the third quarter. Still a lot of game yet, but it just feels like this could be it, but it's not.
Yeah, third and 15 here. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see some trickery out of Spargo here. Maybe send a reverse pass, halfback pass, or something. Because if you hand it off, it's going to send you in. And not saying Serrano Diaz couldn't pick up those 15 yards, but then you're looking at it's not fourth down, trying to get it out here. And if you fresh set it down to the fourth quarter, that's what you're looking for.
Pick up second management. Sprint there to Serrano Diaz.
Pass complete to Diaz. Brought down by Funk.
At Nebraska City, Lourdes Central Catholic, they lead it 30-24. We'll step aside, take a break. Fourth and final quarter coming up after this on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
That'll be the end of your third quarter of play. Your score, Knights 30, Tigers 24.
Sorry to the Jazz.
30. Stanton, Arcadia, Loop City, Denmark at 14. You've got Tri-County and Laurel Concord, Coleridge tied at 6 in the first quarter. Last check, Cross County leading Cambridge 16-0. So check that at halftime. Cross County leading Cambridge 30-0. That's over on True Country 1021. Burwell bowling Ells Dodge at the moment. They're up big, 30-8. Osceola leading Humphrey St. Francis 24-22. That's in the second quarter. Central Valley rolling Medicine Valley at the moment up 56-20 in the third quarter. Really flipped in the second half. Tigers with the football here on fourth down and 10. We start our fourth quarter. Tigers trail. Back to pass is going to be Myers. Lets one fly. He's got a man wide open. Pass is going to be caught. Complete. First down. Still on his feet. He's going to just step out of bounds near the 18-yard line. No penalties on the play.
Myers pass complete to Horner.
Back Corbin Horner on that reception.
Knocked out of bounds at the Knights'
8-yard
line. Bring a first and goal.
Great job by
Myers
to just throw it right over the top and get a good play.
Another fourth down conversion for the Tigers. Now they got this football in the red zone. At the 9-yard line, first and goal here for the Tigers. Trying to get this thing into the end zone and take the lead with Servando Diaz, and he'll be just shy of the goal line.
Brought down by Beckett.
Full 4-yard line. Good pickup there for the Tigers. Trying to punch this thing into the end zone.
They have two. We'll bring up second down and goal. Ball at the Knights' 4-yard line.
30-24. Knights on top. DCS starting to ring the doorbell. Shotgun here for Quay Myers. One wide receiver to the far. Diaz on the left-hand side of Myers. Diaz gets the carry. No, it's going to be a screen pass. Going to be wide open, and he overshot him. He thought
Myers pass.
Snyder was going to
incomplete on Jennifer Snyder.
But he didn't. now it's incomplete. This brings up a
third down and goal.
Yeah, this is a big third down. Obviously, they go for it on fourth down with this territory. Not going to kick a field goal anyway, but
before you had 4 cracks at it, now you're down to 2 cracks. You got to get this football into the end zone this close from the 4-yard line. Shotgun mode here for Wade Myers. One wide receiver to the far side. Diaz in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Diaz does his work, and he'll score. 4 yards out. Servando
Into the
Diaz
touchdown for the Tigers.
gets into the end zone, and another big touchdown right there from that young man. 11:15 to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers get the lead back after a 4-yard touchdown scamper from Servando Diaz. Now, Sam, how crucial is this 2-point conversion?
yeah, this is crucial here. Put yourself
Tigers line up for the
32
2-point conversion
to
attempt.
30, Seth. Give you a 2-point lead instead of being tied 30 to 30. And haven't made one yet. So I would say just give it to Diaz and let him do his work. Obviously, he's done it like that 2 or 3 times a day.
Tigers trying to take the lead. They'll hand it off. Diaz gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and the Tigers take the lead, and the Tigers
Diaz into the 2-point
got one
conversion
of
to
their
score.
2-point conversions to go.
Tigers 32, Knights 30.
11:15 to go. Fourth quarter shootout on our hands. Don't go anywhere. Back for more D1 playoffs. After this, on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network. 30.
6 to 3 and a half. 6 to 3 and a half.
What cookies are?
Down by 3 at halftime. 6 to 3.
Warner set the kick for the Tigers. Carney and Miller back deep to receive for the Knights.
Quarter Tigers back with a 2-point lead, up 32 to 30. Here in our fourth quarter.
Boy, Seth, we got a shootout on our hands, back and forth either way. It's whatever defense can come up with a big stop, and we'll see if Dundy County can be that team that came up with a big stop last time, and we'll see if they can do it again.
Waters to kick. For the Tigers. This one just going to be a low line drive kick, returnable ball at about the 6-yard line. Miller with the return. Miller going to one side, reverses fields, coming down the near side. Miller's got a little bit of daylight. Miller got himself a good return on, but now he's going to be swallowed up and tackled. But a good return.
Ball return by Miller out to the Knights 32-yard line. And we have first and 10 for the Knights.
You know, he kind of, you don't want to say running tentatively, but he was just saying, okay, I'll take what I can get. Now he's been able to reverse field a couple of times on those kickoffs, and he's saying, I'm taking as much yardage as I can get so that way I can shorten up the field. And then it takes it from being an 80-yard field there, Seth, and it cuts it down tremendously.
Smith leading, but Cook, you said 6-3?
6 to 3 at half. The Bison, the Mighty Bison, traveled all the way out here down at half.
That's over on 94.9, the zone opening round of the playoffs there in Class B. Meanwhile, a 2-point lead for Dundy County Stratton, 32 to 30. Fumble on the play. It's behind the head of Miller. Miller going to pick this thing up. He's going to be almost getting free and forced and shoved out of bounds. And then he's going to be swallowed up
Ball by
in
Miller.
the backfield, but somehow he was able to pick up the football
Out
and
to
run
the
away.
26-yard
The
line.
defense, but it's
Loss
still
of
going to be a huge loss
6 on the play.
pass.
Bring
Bring
up second down and
15 yards to go.
16.
As the football now going to be sitting at the 26-yard line.
It's tough.
That's the first really big fumble or mistake from the Knights offense.
Yeah, and especially as a quarterback or anybody, when that ball goes over your head, you know, you're saying a couple of cuss words in your mind and you're trying to run that thing down, and then you look up and you see a bunch of white shirts coming after you. You know, it's almost a deer in headlight situation, but great job by Miller to still get some yardage out of it.
Miller back to pass, looking downfield, double pressure, and he'll way overshoot him. Oh, now he's got a cannon.
Miller's pass intended for Benedict falls incomplete.
Yeah, and
Bring up third
actually,
down at
Lincoln
15
Waters
for
had
the
a
Knights.
chance to maybe think that, whether he got caught up with the official there. The official kind of had to stick out his hands, and Waters had to hold up, and he kind of jumped up in the air after the ball hit the ground. I don't know if he would have been able to intercept it, Seth, but I think it would have been a whole lot closer than what it ended up being.
32 to 30. M&B Bank scoreboard. Tigers with a 2-point lead. 10:40 to go. Fourth quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Skyline Grill, Southwest Valley County District, Tackle Jones, Twin Forks Veterinary Clinic, and Valley Farm Industries. Screen pass set up, complete. Trying to get away, and we brought down after a gain
Norris
of about
fast avoids the benefit.
7. So still bring up a 4th down, but manageable now. This will bring up a 4th down.
They got 4th down and 7 for the night.
Sitting the 35-yard line. The Knights are going to go for big, huge 4th down here for DCS. DCS comes over the crowd with a great showing from Benjamin. Into the 5.5 hours. We'll take more about that. Road trip here. Let's go in. Check the formation here for the Knights. One wide receiver farm trips to the north. Back to pass, rolling for the near side. That's on 5 middle of the field. Pass is going to be caught. Down again. Oh my goodness, this is going to be close. Pass is going to be caught. The play. DCS is saying it's a turnover, and it's a turnover on downs. They stopped him at the 1-yard line. They had 1 yard to go, I should say, for the first down, and they hold on 4th down. But the official or the head coaches went and asked for a measurement. No, there's a player down. The player is down. It looked like the intended receiver is injured. He is in some pain. He ripped his helmet off. He is in some pain. Hopefully he is okay. But Sam, huge 4th down stop for Dundy County Stratton. Looks like it's Carney who caught that football.
Yeah, Carney took a hard hit there. I couldn't remember who came in with the hit, but he kind of went below the knees, which is always very, very scary when you get hit. He's kind of holding those legs, ankle region. I hope Blake Carney, a vital part of this Lourdes Central Catholic offense, can be able to get up. Boy, that's a tough sight to see if you're a Knight fan. Him on the ground,
right leg, and they're stretching it out.
And that's a good sign. That is a good sign. They're just kind of trying to get some feeling back into it, I'm sure.
He is now up on his feet. That is a good sign. But boy, every time you see that helmet just get ripped off.
That's Max Ballmer, actually.
Change of possession. We got 1st and 10.
Max, 6 yards.
Tigers at their own 39-yard line.
It's probably one of those stingers. We can't really, obviously know what he's going through, but he's not really getting a whole lot of help, just trying to walk it off. But you can tell he's in some pain.
I want to talk about those road trips. I got to mention this. Springman to Nebraska City, 5-hour, 20-minute road trip for 331 miles. If you're not exactly sure where Nebraska City is, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier. 45 minutes south of Omaha, right along the Missouri River. Your first down, hands it off to Diaz. Diaz will hit it. Gain of 5. Pick up 5.
Okay, by Diaz.
35-yard line, and they're at the 34
on the play. We got
check that 36.
They got 5 on the play. We're going to 2nd down and 5.
9:44 to go. 35 or 32 to 30. DCS with the lead. Huge possession here for the Tigers on 2nd down and 5. Hands it off. Servando Diaz sprints free. Servando Diaz out to the secondary. Diaz to the 20-yard line. He tripped up at the 15-yard line. And that, Sam, has got to be Diaz's biggest run of the night.
Yeah, it's one of his biggest runs. So, he had that big 51-yard touchdown run, but that's going to be up there. Certainly a huge play.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Knights 16-yard line.
Diaz has been waiting all night to break one out, and that was his biggest run of the night. It'll now set up a 1st down and 10 for the Tigers inside of Knights territory at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, big 20-yard gain there for Servando Diaz. And had a tough time, when he asked me about that. They didn't have the yardage up on the scoreboard, so I was trying to figure out where Dundy County Stratton was at, but we got that in there. So far today, huge day for Servando Diaz. He's got over 200 yards rushing.
1st down and 10 here for the Tigers. They're starting to knock on the door. Lourdes Central Catholic, 1 wide receiver, the new hands in the backfield. It's going to be popped up here by he gets up to the far side. Myerson's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Say it with me.
Ball through by Myers into the touchdown for the Tigers.
What a busted play there for the Tigers, Sam, and somehow they pulled a rabbit hat out of the bag and get it into the end zone.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Seth. And that's a couple of times we've seen it from each quarterback whenever the snap goes over the head. They've been able to get some yardage off of it. I think it was just a matter of time for one of them broke away with a big run. And finally, it's Quade Myers that does it, a 16-yard touchdown run. And after all of that, it actually probably ended up being a 50-yard touchdown run. All the running he had to do, but he was able to slip through. Lourdes Central Catholic right there. Big if you're a DCS fan, up by 8, trying to make it 10.
Trying to get this thing into the end zone. Big 2-point conversion converted, and the Tigers have a 2-possession lead. They're now up by 10, 40-30 with 9:05 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Sam momentum back with.
Yeah, really set. Huge play, huge run to start that from Servando. Diaz breaking through, almost getting in, and then he says, "You know what, Quaid? Why don't you take it in?" After a muffed fumble snap, and somehow, someway, he's able to get it in. And Quaid Myers, after he saw Diaz broke the plane, he came running, and him and the coach, got a big old dap there in the middle of the field. They're happy on the DCS sideline. If you're Lord Central Catholic, you got to put this thing in the end zone now. Not a lot of time left. 9 minutes. It seems like a lot of time. But with the way, these drives have gone, they've been taking 4 or 5 minutes apiece. So they got to come up big, especially down by 10. And that is huge. A big 2-point conversion. We said 2-point conversions could come down.
Water set the pick for the Tigers.
For a team so
Miller and Carney back deep to receive for the night.
They have needed to.
We can hear the horns honking back in Binghamton, no doubt about it. Keep them rolling back at home. 40-30, the Tigers on top. 9:05 to go in the game. Plenty of time, though, for Lord Central Catholic. But momentum is with the Tigers. It's a return here for the Knights. They'll get it out to the
Carney returns it to the Knights' 25-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Will start. And we know how dangerous this passing attack has been all night long. But they do have one of their wide receivers that went out last series ago for DCS. They have the football. One of the wide receivers for the Knights went out injured.
Yeah, Bomber went out. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back there. It could be him on the far sideline. Tough to see from up here in the booth, but if he did come back, great for him actually staying down here on the sideline. So tough for Bomber.
The center man in motion. Miller across the middle of the field. Passes out holding perfectly.
Only drive on the play.
Oh boy, that could have been easy.
No,
That was
pass falls
fine coverage
incomplete.
right there, but they're going to say pass interference on the Tigers, and that was Quaid Myers.
Penalty is pass interference against the Tigers.
Yeah, that was tough. And Quaid Myers, he's doing the right thing, but he just got too physical too early, if that makes sense, Seth. It was a quick little, crossing pattern over the middle of the football field, and right away, Blake Miller threw that football. So the ball's in the air, it's catchable.
After the
Quaid Myers
penalty,
was already
1st
starting
and
to
10
tackle
for the Knights from
the
midfield.
receiver there. And in the end, it was tough there. And in the end, that's a big play. Gives him 1st down and 10 from the 40.
Miller in shotgun, trips to the near side. 1st down and 10 here for the Knights. Back the pass, looking, it's going to be Miller, and it is going to be caught incomplete.
Miller's pass complete to Carney.
2nd down and 7. Pass is going to be
Brought
complete.
down by Horner.
They're to Carney. Horner brings it down.
Gain of 2 will bring up 2nd down and 8.
And 7. Score updates pass along for you. Central Valley leading Medicine Valley 56-28. Last checked final score with Southwest and Sterling. Get you that score here in just a second. 2nd down and about 7. Rolling is going to be Miller. Looking downfield. Miller lets him fly, and it is picked off in a second. Here for Dundy County Stratton with the eye. Is going to be Quaid Myers. And a huge INT for Dundy County Stratton. Man, that was big. My goodness, the Tigers needed that big time, Sam, because now if you can get this football into the end zone,
Change of possession, bring up 1st and 10
Yeah,
Tigers.
that is huge, and that can really be a game stopper. Huge interception right there. And a great one is he was just looking up, and Blake Miller thought he had something, and in the end didn't really see the safety in a huge interception.
now if you're the Tigers, you try to milk this clock as much as you can. They'll hand it off. Servando Diaz up the middle. Diaz, not much
Walker
running, but
Diaz.
2 brings up 2nd down and 8. Score update, final
Gain of
score.
1 will bring
Sterling
up
eliminates
2nd down and
Southwest.
9.
In the opening round of the playoffs, Sterling defeats the Rough Riders 54-6. Central Valley over Medicine Valley right now in the 3rd quarter, 56-28. It's a score update in just a moment. Cambridge and Crossing County. 2nd down and 8 here for the Tigers. 7:43 to go and counting. Here in the 4th quarter, Tigers leading 40-30. A shootout, what a close one here. Closest that anybody has been to DCS this season. The Tigers still with a 2-possession lead. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun mode, they'll hand things off. Diaz right up the middle. Diaz will get tripped up.
Okay,
Get
by
it
Diaz.
to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by Close and Aldana.
6 on the play brings up third down. So score
We have 5 on the play. We got third down and 4.
Cambridge and across county. See if I can find it here. Cross County and Cambridge. Last checked. Nope, now it flipped on me. I'll have to go to my other scoreboard. It is Cross County 40, Cambridge nothing. That's at halftime over on True Country 1021. Boy, I'm telling you, Cross County's so good. Down here for the Tigers. Third down, about 4. Diaz up the middle. He'll have himself a first down. Spins out to the secondary. Still on his feet to the
That's my Diaz.
DCS is now Sam just coming along.
Yeah, they are. Their offense is finally
We got
clicking.
first and
Defense is
10
finally
Tigers.
clicking. Making some big
30
plays. A big 15-yard gain there from Servando Diaz.
Clock continuing to roll here as the Tigers are using their bread and butter and just trying to run this football now down to 6:28 and counting. Here for DCS. Tigers lead it by 10. 2-possession game, 40-0. DCS, though, Sam, could try to make it a 3-possession game if they can score here. They got a lot of work that can be done yet with the football still sitting at the 30-yard line, but it's a fresh set of downs. It's first down and 10. What a game, Sam.
Back and forth shootout style. Each team missing some opportunities, and each team's come up big when they have to.
Diaz to the near side, goes out of stiff on Diaz to the 10-yard line, still on his feet, 5-yard line, and spinning around to near the 2-yard line. And DCS is knocking on the door.
They really are setting a huge run there for Servando Diaz for 28 yards, and he drug a man with him for the last 10. Trying to stiff arm him off, and he said, I want to score, and he almost did, and I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to him here. He tried to score this touchdown and put his team up big.
So now it'll bring up a first down and goal. Second, or the 2-yard line now for DCS, trying to punch this thing into the end zone and take a 3-possession lead. Shotgun, they'll hand it off. Diaz up the middle from 2 yards out. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Diaz into the touchdown for the
DCS
Tigers.
has scored 3 touchdowns in a row unanswered. And now the Tigers have got themselves the biggest lead of the game. They now lead it 46-30 with 5:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sam, that interception there by Quade Myers was huge.
Yeah, Quade Myers coming up with a huge play, just sneaking in. Blake Miller really didn't see him till the last second after the ball was already in the air. If Miller could, use a spider web and bring the ball back, I'm sure he would have. It's just tough if you're Lourdes Central Catholic. If you're Dundy County Stratton, 3 scores in a row. Keep on tacking on the momentum, especially 5:28 to go. 46-30 and almost now 48.
Ball carried by Diaz. We score. Tigers 48, nice 30.
For DCS, that's now their second 2-point conversion completed, and it's now 48.
Penalty flag on the play.
They're sitting all the way back at the 20-yard line. My guess, this is well after the play. This is probably unsportsmanlike, and it is.
No, it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yes. Yep, unsportsmanlike on DCS. We're excited.
Yeah, the
taking their largest lead of the game.
Yeah, the fans on that one didn't really like it. We could hear them all the way up here, kind of chirping at the refs. But so far today, Seth, Servando Diaz doing what he does best, 32 carries. And I've got him unofficially, and I'm going to put a big unofficially in front of this, but unofficially at 229 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Penalty is
5:28 to go, fourth quarter, 48-30. DCS on top.
fine.
Leave is unsportsmanlike.
Penalty is assessed against the Tigers on the kickoff. Be a 15-yard penalty. The Tigers will be kicking from their own 15-yard line.
I think this is the first time I've seen anybody kick it off from the 15-yard line.
I've seen it. I've seen it done. I have seen it. Not very often, but I have seen it. Thanks to all of our sponsors and VR Wireless, Swanee to Crossroads, also Weight Buffet, and Western Keg, are sponsors of DCS football. You're on a beautiful Friday night. Low short kick going to be returned and brought down. He'll just catch it and fall
Ball down by the Knights at the Tigers 37-yard line to bring up first and 10 Knights.
My goodness, we got an exciting one here. 48-30. DCS now finally having control of this game. This game was never really in control by any squad, but DCS now has control of it. 5:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Boy, what a game, a lot of excitement here, and we'll have more excitement tomorrow. We got district final volleyball. Bring that for you. Coming up with Maywood Heath Center tomorrow after
Ball carried by Miller, brought down play by Diaz.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. Now all those Tigers got to do is just play your sound defense.
Gain of 6 on the play, bring up a
Even if you
second down
were
and
to give up
4.
a score, you're still sitting really good.
Yeah. I mean, you're up by 18. You put up 3 touchdowns, got a lot of the momentum behind you. And, that unsportsmanlike conduct came back to bite them here. Gave Lourdes Central Catholic some short field. We'll see if they can take advantage of it.
Second down and about 4. Miller. Busted play. Takes off and runs with it. Miller looking for a first down. I think he might just
Ball carried by Miller.
It looked like Miller was looking to turn to hand that football off, and nobody was there.
Well, I think it was the snap
Knocked
came
out of
before Miller
bounds.
even wanted it, and so he was able to just catch it before it went over his head or
Gain of
anything like
3
that.
will bring up
He's got
3rd down
a
and 1.
4-yard gain, but he was looking to the outside, trying to motion one of his wide receivers maybe into the slot or send him across in a jet sweep action. But instead, Seth, he ends up just taking it to the outside.
Stanton leading Arcadia Loop City 22-14. That's at halftime. Low snap. Miller looking to pass. Pump fakes back, and he'll fire one, but it's short. Oh, this is a penalty. It might be.
First pass falls incomplete, penalty flag on the play.
Couldn't have been a late hit on the quarterback. He barely
Penalty his hands to the illegal hands to the face against the Tigers.
Say there's no way it's hit on the quarterback. It didn't hit him. Red Singer was back there. Must have got his hand up in there.
This is going to be about 10 yards here, Seth, and that's almost going to put DCS close to
After the penalty, bring up 1st and 10. Nice with the Tiger 14-yard line.
95 yards so far tonight.
Has to be the worst night of penalties for DCX by far. Here's a first down and 10 for Lourdes Central Catholic. 4:15 to go. Here in the fourth quarter. It's 48-30. Tigers on top. Back to pass, looking deflected.
Miller's pass is out for penalty falls
The
incomplete.
Knights are
Bring up
threatening to
2nd
score
down
here,
and
but
10 for the night.
even if they do score, no harm is really done because you've got the 3-possession lead.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're really looking, okay, we're going to keep them off the scoreboard, pitch a shutout here down the stretch and really carry that momentum into your second game. And I'm sure that's what Coach Spargo is saying, but he's kind of thinking that same thing in the back of the mind. Okay, they score, then we get the ball back. And with the way Diaz has been running, they can run some time off the clock.
The pass takes a big shot as Miller. It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dundy County Stratton. And it looks like with the INT,
Miller
we are
pass,
running on the far
intercepted.
sideline. I believe that is going to be Quade Myers on the INT.
Change possession, bring up 1st and 10 Tigers.
DCS takes things over. 4:01 to go. And now they can just run the rest of this clock out. Chris
Ball
White standing up in the
spotted
press
at
box.
the
He is just
Tigers
pumped up
6-yard line.
here for this one. This is going to be a big, big win for Dundy County Stratton. Wow, what a tough game here.
Yeah, to travel the 5 hours on the bus, got out a couple of times to eat lunch, go through a walkthrough, and they end up coming up here and get down, take some big punches early, but they come out and they kept on swinging.
Here's Diaz throwing out a stiff arm. Diaz breaks free. One man to beat, and he's just tripped up.
Okay,
Touchdown
Diaz,
saving tackle
well
there by
done,
Miller.
Miller.
Another big run there from
Bring up a
Servando
1st and
Diaz.
10.
Diaz has himself another first down, gets up on his feet. And
Tigers
now
the
the
ball at
rest of
the
this clock
Tigers
is going to tick away with 3:52 and counting. And
23-yard line.
DCS, my friends, is going to get out of here with a win. Driving the 5-hour and 20-minute trip to the basically Iowa-Nebraska border right along the Missouri River. Sneak out of here with a win on a field you've never played on before, turf field, place you've never played. But give Nebraska or give Lourdes Central Catholic a lot of credit, man. What a fight they put up here today. This is going to be a big, big win for Dundy County Stratton as Myers keeps it, tries to stay in bounds, and he does.
Ball carried by
And now
Meyer.
the clock ticking closer to the 3-minute
Ball
mark.
game,
And now
play,
I
bring
can
up
just
2nd
feel
down
the
and 10.
DCS fans just saying, clock, hurry. Just hurry.
Yeah, the seconds are starting to feel more like minutes, I think, if you're a DCS fan right now. But Lourdes Central Catholic, like you were saying, Seth, they put up a strong fight and one of the best fights I think Dundy County Stratton has seen so far this year. They came out, they found the weak spots on the film leading up in practice this week, and they attacked them and really had DCS kind of, with their tails between their legs a little bit there, but then DCS was able to come out and able to find some big plays, and they were able to do it. Here's Diaz up the gut. He's going to continue to move the clock. Oh, man.
Yes, that kid is incredible to watch. He'll just pump his legs until he hears that whistle blow. Now a timeout taken here by
Seven, bring up third down and 3.
2:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. 48-30. Tigers on top. Let's thank some more of our sponsors here tonight. So big thanks to Western King, Wake Buffet, Juanita Crossroads, Vera Wireless, Valley Farm Industries, Twin Forks Veterinary Clinic, Taco John, Southwest Public Power District, Skyline Grill, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Runs a Restaurants, Redville Chemical, Quality Urgent Care, Pinnacle Bank, The Bank, Paradise Ammo Shack, also MNB Bank. 2:27 to go, fourth quarter, 48-30. DCS gonna sneak out of here with a win. I mean, if you're thinking 3-possession game, my friends, it was a 1-possession game with 11:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter kids. I think that's what you got to call Dundy County Stratton today. And I think, it just really kind of bottles down to experience. Lord Central Catholic wasn't in this position last year. Dundy County Stratton was, when they needed some help against Fullerton, and Dundy County Stratton said, we've been here. We've been down. And they had Quaida Myers and, Sobrano Diaz, I'm sure, in the huddle along with head coach Mark Sparta, just saying, hey, settle down. We got this. There's still a ton of football to be played. Let's go out there and let's get a big win.
Tigers back with the football once again. Here on third down, about 2. Shotgun. They'll hand it off. Diaz up the middle. Throws out a stiff arm. He's going to be wrestled down for a loss.
Ball played by Diaz, ball down played by Miller.
2:19 to go. Timeout called by Lord Central Catholic. We'll take one with them.
Rosser,
2:19 to
field
go.
play. We got fourth down and 5. Red on the field. Called by the Knights.
30. Man, dang it, how's that?
Blown out. Steve, 22-15. 44-44 in the third.
That's surprising. What's mediocre?
Undefeated.
Let's see. Seth Bauer, Sam Noel, studio engineer Allison Pretty back at the HFR SNHQ, 48-30. DCS with the lead, 2:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highline, Neely, Oakdale, nobody can figure things out there. That one's all tied up at 44. Burwell is blowing out Howells Dodge, 50-14. Shotgun mode here for Myers, hands it off. Diaz looking for anything, and
Ball played by Diaz. Stop short of the line of game. Change possession. We got first and 10 for the night. Ball placed at the
there for the Tigers, really.
Tigers 30
I'd
yards.
love to just melt the rest of this clock out, but again, you're up by 3 touchdowns, 48-30. Just 2:13 left to go.
Yeah, I'm sure Blake Miller wants to end his night on a positive note here, maybe punch one in for a touchdown. He got hit pretty hard on that last drive, but he looks like he's going to be okay. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go, and I'm sure it could go either way.
Cross County is shutting out Cambridge at the moment, 48-0. It's on True Country 102-1.
For Wildcat formation here, Carney and a quarterback.
But Klansman gets at 6, end of 3. It's over on any behind the zone, and Dandy going on just up the road, and Klansman back to pass, looking down the field. They'll let one fly, looking to get it to Miller, and it's going to be caught. Miller climbs the ladder. That football there, nice pass.
Tony Staff complete to Miller down at the Tiger 1 yard line. They got first and goal for the night.
1 yard line. 2:04 to go. They're going to try to get this thing into the end zone, get within 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they tried to do that earlier in the game, and it ended up getting picked. And now Blake Miller going to be back at quarterback, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go QB sneak here, let him take it, and they do.
And Miller will get into the end zone. Fumbled it. Did DCS get it?
Ball played by Miller.
Is he short of the goal line, waiting for the officials? Signal. And it's Tiger football. They fumbled it in the end zone. Tigers take things over. The touchdown will not count. It's 48-30. Tigers with the football with about 46 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Man, that is tough.
Wow. Fumbled into the end zone.
And Lord Central Catholic so close to putting in
And
a
a
touchdown.
touchback. First and 10 Tigers at their own 15 yard.
As a fumble, Blake Miller, not the way he wanted. He got a big reception there, but not the way he wanted to end out his night with that big fumble recovery there. Fumble. But that's turnover number 6 on the night for Lord Central Catholic. Only 4 for Dundy County.
Tigers
Bunker by Diaz, brought down by
running
Miller.
with Diaz.
Walton,
It's
Funk.
about a half a yard. Tigers now just going to milk the rest of this thing out.
No gain of play.
30 left to go, fourth quarter. DCS up 48-30. They are sensing and smelling the Tigers are just sniffing a quarterfinal round. DCS will return home. Their opponents will either be Stanton or Arcadia Loop City, and that thing is far from being decided. But as of now, Stanton just got the updates. Now lead it 28-14.
Yeah, Arcadia Loop City got a good football team. Stanton, like we were talking, could be the underdog in the bracket where no one's really seen them yet because they just dropped down.
Here's Quade Myers on the run. Myers looking for some room. Myers right out to the secondary. He's got himself a first down. Sam, that's going to do it.
Bunker by
Yeah,
Myers.
that should do it.
Get him a low there. First and 10 Tigers.
The change, 51 seconds to go. And a huge game there, about 10 for Quade Myers. Quade going to end up not really good rushing wise. He had a couple of big losses due to having a
Again, we
fall
remind you
football.
that nobody is
Over
going
his head, but
to go onto the field at the end of tonight's game due to COVID protocol.
Coming up in the
Again, no
post-game
one
show, but
to
Dundy
enter the
County
field
Stratton
tonight
couldn't
after the
ask for
game.
a
We
better
ask that you
way
please pick up
to
the
move
trash in
into
your
the
area
second
before
round.
you leave the
I
game.
mean, you take,
For our
I mean,
visitors,
it's
we
a
ask that you
fight,
please
12
drive
rounds,
safely.
it's not the first 10. It's a 12-round fight here. And
DCS going to kneel this thing out. 20 seconds left to go. And DCS, my friends, are going to group to 9-0 on the
Your
year.
final
They're
score,
going to go down to
Tigers
a
48, Knights 30.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Yet to be
to
determined,
the
but
Dundy
as of
County
right
Stratton Tigers
now,
on their
it
second
appears to
round
be
playoff
Stanton
win.
as they lead it in the third quarter. Line
Good
ball
luck
game yet to be
in your
played,
next
but they're up
game.
now. Their biggest lead of the game, up 28-14. DCS, my friends, are going to have a home game no matter what happens between Arcadia Loop City or Stanton. DCS had to travel